What's going on, traders? So weekly outlook video for this week. It's October 8th, and everything that I say when the market's open could go completely the opposite way, because over the weekend, if you live on the planet Earth now with Instagram and social media and everything, surely you know about Israel and Palestine, and unfortunately some war breaking out, and it's a big deal, like massive deal, unfortunately. So you got Ukraine, Russia conflict, Hamas, Israel, and it's not a good situation for anybody, that's for sure. And I got to say, I'm not a fan, right? But without what I think's going on, that doesn't even matter. We're going to be in for some huge gaps when the market's open. And it's probably best, I would say, to let the dust settle pretty much all week. All week's going to be difficult trading, I would say, or at least there's going to be a lot of, you got to be careful. You got to keep that in mind for sure. So let's just have a look here. And that aside, it's going to be pretty chill. Tomorrow is actually a holiday in the United States, Columbus Day. So it might be a little bit chill over here, and Tuesday, really not much going on. But then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, especially Wednesday and Thursday, though, it's just jam-packed with inflation data, and you have the FOMC meeting minutes, right? So what's the big thing going on right now? Aside from the news about Hamas and Israel, is inflation. I mean, if you're not paying attention to inflation, why should you pay attention to that? Because what's going on with the inflation is what dictates what the Fed is going to do in terms of raising and lowering interest rates. So, I mean, most of that stuff is already pre-planned anyways, but, it's all about the Fed, to quote Ron Paul, right? It is all about the Fed. So we got FOMC meeting minutes on Wednesday after core PPI, and then Thursday, of course, CPI, which is consumer inflation. It's going to be the one to really pay attention to, because that is basically how much is eggs costing you, how much is milk costing you, has the price gone up, price gone down. And so we're all feeling that for sure, not just in the US, but also it's a global deal, right? So taking a look at gold, especially because we have inflation coming up, and because of what's going on here with, Israel and war, gold is seen as a precious asset. And I would be willing to say we're going to see a huge gap in gold. So this was the Fakeout candle on Friday here. You can see it, we had the data for NFP drop. It huge numbers for the US, by the way, but it just completely about faced. If you take a look at GU here, this was the candle here this was the NFP candle. Boom, there's the drop and huge rebound. So Euro USD. Now, I think you can see this on the 4-hour better, because all of these, this was that news candle and then bullish engulfing candle. And really, I was looking for a bigger pullback on these pairs anyways. Here's the news candle and then bullish engulfing candle. So the question is, are we going to see this trend continue in terms of a rally against the dollar? The thing about the dollar is, in times of war or any type of uncertainty, it is generally speaking, seen as a risk-off asset. So more of a safer bet to keep your money when there's a lot of uncertainty in the market and in the air. And of course, with what could be the start of some crazy world war situation. I certainly hope not, but that seems to be what they're driving the narrative towards. Anybody with a brain can see that. So, they're talk about uncertainty. So if we're looking at, say, the S&P 500 or the Dow, I really have a strong, you just obviously never know with the markets, but I don't see these things rallying, not after the news over the weekend, right? So, and we had quite a good rebound on the S&P. US 30 had a nice bounce, from that fake out following NFP on Friday. But, it's hard to see these things being bullish, especially after the news over the weekend. So keep that in mind. I think it's your best bet is going to be to see how things really start to shake out before deciding to jump into the market. Maybe let things settle a little bit. Hopefully they do, and we don't get any crazy news over the next 24 hours. I think that's going to be the best course of action because, this conflict situation, the news broke pretty much overnight yesterday, and now it's everywhere in the news, right? So keep that in mind. They're really pushing it, and we'll see what kind of effect that is going to ultimately have on the market. So thanks for watching, everybody. We just hit 1,000 Instagram subscribers. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to subscribe, like, comment. Let me know what you think is going to happen with the news, with the events. Let me know how you think it might affect gold. Again, I think that's going to be a big one. Also, US dollar yen. Let me know in the comments how you think it's going to pan out, and let's crush it this week, everybody. And if you have not signed up for a giveaway, yes, click the link below. Go ahead, get signed up. We're giving away 110K challenges. We already had 5 winners yesterday, and we're going to be announcing them all through the month. So be sure to register for that. And our official launch date is October 16th. It's going to be massive. So in about a week, let's get it. All right, everybody. Peace.